I feel like I feel like I have enough stuff to share with the whole weekend. But let's see how far we can get all this in. I hope you are not feeling overwhelmed and pick maybe can benefit from one or two things. You know, thinking about this class, the expression come to me. I think there's an English expression, of pain in the neck, right? So why I didn't say pain in the face or pain in the arms, and the language itself carries some facts, some truth. Like this person's really pain in the neck. That's really pain. It's annoying pain, right? So this neck, I feel like it deserves all the credit. We don't give this neck much attention at all in our whole life. We give a lot of attention to my heart, oh, internal organs, our brain, our head, even our eyes and nose and ears. But neck, no one cares. But we use all the time. Can you imagine? I don't know, some of you study meridian. How many meridians go through here? Now we practice Qigong. Qigong is really all the energy traveling through meridians. The supply is not only the blood supply to the neck, but Qi supply all through the meridians. We have 8 meridians and vessels. Conception vessel, governing vessel, stomach meridian, small intestine meridian, gallbladder meridian, and bladder meridian. And some of the meridians, even though it doesn't go through here, but they have an inner connection we call the luomai, the branches. Also, your heart travel through here, connect to your eyes. Your lungs travel through here, connect to your nose. So you're talking about this so important area of your body. And right now, a lot of people talk about vagus nerves, but there's so many nerves, arteries coming through your neck. It's insane. When you see how they dissect human body and open up, and it's just mind blowing. So it's about time to give your neck some attention and some respect. Now we can look at iPhone here for hours and hours. We don't care about this neck. Then we complain about tiredness, and this is so important. And neck, most important thing is directions, right? Throughout our spine, our lumbar spine only have a little degree, maybe 15 degree or a little bit more for some people, of rotation. And our neck give us all the flexibility. Just take a moment. If you have neck injuries, don't do too much. Be careful. But if you're perfectly fine, and turn your head a little bit, see how far you can see behind. Okay, without moving your body. Now we're gonna move your entire spine. See, you can see all the way in the back. Right? So the neck, and then we can go down and we can go up. And the neck is to keep us upright. We're talking about alignment. So important. In Chinese word, upright, right? Like this. Slash, that's the sky. And here's alignment. I'm sorry, Ken, this is not super straight. And then there's a front, and there's a back, and then the earth. So this means upright. This is our neck, or our alignment, our whole spine. I would be talking about more, means Zheng. So when we do Qigong, we talk about Zheng Qi. There are different kind of Qi. Zheng Qi, upright Qi. Upright Qi has something to do with our alignment, but upright Qi also has something to do with our emotional body and our personality. And if you see people depressed, or even people overjoyed, and they're all lose that upright center. And Dalai Lama says the true happiness is the state of mind to always keep that state of mind. It's always in that level. Not here, not here, not here, right? So upright, Zheng Qi. is super important. It has a lot to do with our neck. And another thing made me think about the deeper meaning of this neck turning. As we're getting older, we know aging can limit our turning, and but if we keep practicing, we can turn more. The stiffness of the neck sometimes also indicates this person's stubbornness of the mind. Now, I want you to explore this. Go touch someone who's an artist, touch their neck, and touch a politician. Or people have stubbornness, like stiff thinking, or have stiff neck. They're not able to see other people's view. They refuse to see other people's view. They only see their own. So that you can lose your flexibility of the neck. So it's not just from the physical aspect. So today we're going to learn some cool exercise of the neck, and we also are going to learn some points to release the neck pain or soreness and increase your flexibility of the neck, right? Now, one thing you have to remember whenever you have a neck pain, and the first part of your body you approach is not neck. And that's what, that's what we're naturally want to dive to that area. It's only because your neck is so fragile. There's so much stuff going on there. And it's because it connects to your whole spine. It's always a good idea to work from other part of the body but neck. Okay, so that's where we're going to approach today. I would like to invite you to sit. And as I'm talking, I'm giving you the instruction. You're not necessarily to see my whole body at all the time. I know some of you are like me, a visual learner. I want to see everything, but I'll try to show you everything. You won't be able to see my feet because I want to able to go close enough you can see the major part of my body. So just relax your feet down and just take a moment to engage with your body and take a moment to feel your alignment. Where are you? Are you more in the front part of the body, or are you more in the back, slouchy, and you have to make an effort to stay upright? Or are you in any pain, discomfort? Just greet your body. And once you're overall scan your whole body and bring your attention to your neck a little bit. Now, I want you to feel the distance between your ears and shoulders. Imagine yourself like one of those African ladies, they put the rings on each year they put a ring, so their neck is getting longer and longer. So just imagine the space. Good. Now, if you have any small items in front of you, I have one here, and put that on top of the head. Any small, even just a pen, okay? Good. Now, notice as soon as you put something on top of your head, do you sense the different energy in your neck? You immediately have more awareness to the back of your neck because you have to carry that something, and this thought, this movement, energy open up the back of the neck, which is so important. You have many major points in the back of your neck. I use the image of your eye. You have imagined eye behind your neck. That eye is always open to see the world behind you. Now imagine you're that eye. You don't have to, open your real eyes, close the two front eyes, and open the back eye. Now I wanted that eye to turn to look to your back corner, doesn't matter which way, and try not to drop the things on top of the head. Just turn slowly. Good. See that eye, look the back corner. Good. Back to center, slowly. And still allow the eye open to see around the room behind you to the other side. Now, if you put something heavier, is better, but today doesn't matter. When you practice alone, you can, because when it's heavier, you can feel more of this lengthening through the neck. Good. Just do that a couple more times. Now I want you to notice if you're holding your breath. That's what normally happens when you pay attention, too much attention, you forgot to breathe. And if things doesn't work on top of the head, don't worry. You can just take it down, still feel that connection to Bai Hui. Good. Return back to center. Now you're going to just bring that thing down, but still feel that sensation, something still on top of the head. We know on the top of the head called the 100 meeting. When Chinese say 100 means vast, countless. They use the word 100 to describe the endless thing, the most young point of your body, most energized point. So place your hands on top without touching and see if you can sensing some qi flow here. Now I want you pay attention to your whole entire spine. We're going to do a little movement from the pelvic floor. Now we know where Hui Yin is. The Hui Yin point, if there's a light go through your Bai Hui, it will shining all the way down to Hui Yin. They're in alignment. Okay, so now I want you to contract your pelvic floor a little bit, and you almost feel your navel pull back slightly, and see if you can feel the energy sending all the way towards the crown of the head. They send a little bit of a vibration wave through the spine. So lift Hui Yin, navel towards the spine, and traveling all the way to the top. And you can feel this wave through the spine. You can also feel the support of your feet. It's like your feet pressing down to lift Hui Yin, to traveling all the way to the spine. It's a gentle wave. If you want to look at me from the side way, I'm really exaggerating so you can see this movement. It's almost like a circle, this kind of wave, all the way through the neck, to the Bai Hui. Okay, you can relax your hands if your shoulders get tired, to shake out the shoulders. Okay, so lifting Hui Yin, and your inner is going to be contracted as well. And that's where the conception vessel and governing vessel starts, pelvic floor. So when you do this type of lift, it's really good for your entire spine. What happened to people's spine or neck, or again, I'm going to dive more deeply in week 7, we'll talk about entire spine. It's a lack of qi. So when the qi in between each vertebrae is not even, or some, because of posture, how we carry our body, and certain part of the spine is more qi and the other part has no qi, and you become not upright anymore, tilted, or some, after a long period of time, your body can change. This formless qi can form your body structure. So when you do this type of waves, you're gathering the yang qi, especially do at early morning, because the nature is a young beginning of the day supporting you. This is why this is beautiful to practice Qigong in the early morning. So doing this type of movement can really help your entire spine, including your neck. Now we're just going to do a little experiment. I want you just back to upright position and tilt your chin to the right side, to your right side. Just very small movement, tilt your chin to the right. Notice what happened to your entire spine. Notice your pelvis, your pelvic floor changed. And did you notice your left sit bone just naturally lift up slightly? Because that's how your spine have to compensate, right? It's like you're listening to your right side, listening something, and everything on the left side contracted. Okay, right? Did you notice that? And try the different direction. So chin to the left. but focus on lift that left right butt cheek. We'll notice the body structure change. Very small, it doesn't have to be big. This is the thing, sometimes we think bigger is better, especially for flexibility, but that's not always true. And sometimes less is more. Energy is so subtle, you don't have to do a huge movement to have a good result. Good. Now we're going to do same way to your right side, but lift your left arm. Okay? So your left arm is pretty next to your face. So you do the same thing. Reach your left arm up towards the sky and really feel the contraction on the left side. And back. Chin to the right, arm up towards the sky, lift the left butt cheek. And then back. And see if you can do this with qi rather than using your muscle. So feel like you're surrounded by qi, and it's the qi breath help you. And notice how you carry the weight, shifting the weight on your feet, even in a sitting position. Good. If you have shoulder issues, this may be a challenge. You can relax or just bring your arms a little bit lower. Good. Try that one more time. You can go like this, even without arm, if it's too much. Remember, always listen to your body. Don't listen to me. I'm relaxed. And just compare both sides of the body a little bit. And compare both sides of the neck a little bit. Do you feel your left side is more warmer and maybe even a little bit longer from all this contraction and release? Okay, so now we're going to try the other side. So your neck is connected to the clavicle bone, connect to this, indirectly connect your scapula, because they're all, our whole body is all connected, right? So when you do this movement, so your chin to left, your right arm goes up and contract the whole side. We just explore this gentle, small movement, how that change your alignment and change the sensation of your neck and the body. Good. You may even notice the heat, the warm sensation. Now relax arms down and compare again. It's much easier to close your eyes to sense the qi than open your eyes. Good. Now we're just going to roll your shoulders up and back a little bit. Now this is a very beautiful and healthy movement that you should do every single day. Now we know all the nerves, including vagus nerves, is coming through. If you lift your clavicle bone, I have very pronounced the bone. It's like a little cup. So all the nerves is threading behind this clavicle bone. So when you move your body like this, you really stimulate all this nerve that connect your 5 fingers, connect your whole body. So we thought we just do this for like our shoulders. Oh, by the way, next week we're doing shoulders, sore shoulders. But we really do a lot good work for our neck. All right, good. Give your shoulders a little shake. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the neck a bit. Right behind, I have my hair up to show you, it's easier. So right behind your neck, right on the edge of the skull, just moving, maybe have your 4th finger against the skull, and along center. Now you're going to move your fingers out on either side of the spine a little bit. Good. Now you can find that this indentation. You can move your neck a little bit. Find the indentation. There's a point called 100 labor. Now we know this is labor palace. We use our hands a lot. And this is 100 labor. That point tells you how much work your neck is doing for you every single day. So in this 100 labor, we're going to just do a gentle massage. Instead of using your fingers poking into the point, I want you to think about you circle your elbows. And as you circle your elbows, you may find your whole body is in this wave. It's not very big movement. Good. And letting your neck relax on your fingers. If your shoulders, arms has any injury, this may be too much for you. Feel free to take a break. Now reverse other directions. So that's a very common way of massaging the neck sore spot. And then you're going to comb with your fingers, combing downward all the way. Now you can feel this, all the lymph nodes on the side of the neck. It can really benefit from this combing. And when we have a neck, tight neck, stiff neck, sometimes it can affect our voice. And when people have hard time speak truth, I don't just see that as people's, whether their personality or this is good people or bad people, has a lot to do with their energy flow. Some people simply don't have the capacity because there's so many nuggets in their body, so knotted, energetically so knotted. Okay, now we're going to just comb here a little bit. In Shiatsu, I don't know if everyone knows Shiatsu. Shiatsu is the finger pressure energy healing. I'm a Shiatsu practitioner as well. We study Shiatsu. Shiatsu has all 12 meridians on the neck. It's slightly different from traditional Chinese medicine. So yeah, every part of the neck has meridian. Now, when I say 12, it's 12 and 12, because 12 meridian in the body is all on both sides. So 6 and 6. So you have 6 and 6 all cover here. Good. Now we're going to use your hand like this on the side of the neck. I think we're just moving from top to bottom a little bit. And then on the shoulders, there's another point called shoulder swell, and it's right on the top bump. Shoulder swell. And this is gallbladder meridian. So you can cross your fingers or on either side, whichever more comfortable for you. I have a wide shoulders, so for me, this is more convenient. When people have very narrow shoulders, maybe this is more. And I use my middle finger, and we know middle finger connect to your heart is a fire element. So we use a fire to melt this nugget. And the fire also connect to that joy. So bring something joyful thoughts or music when you play. You can just massage yourself. And now walk your elbows up and down. Good. Now we want to release. Think about as you're doing this, you visualize all the black smoke coming out, all the energy dust, like behind you, it's all gone. Release out. And then you just brush down to the earth. Shake out your hands. Your hands can collect energy dust. And when you shake it out, and you can be refreshed again. Sometimes as a shiatsu practitioner, we wash our hands with water, let the water wash off. Okay, now next point is very interesting. It's on your hands. So I'm sitting a little closer. Last week we learned about the lower back pain. Remember these 2 points on the top of the hands, on the bottom on your wrist, but this one on top. One is in between your index and middle finger. You can feel that indentation. I have very bony hand. It's very, and the other one in between your fourth and fifth finger. And this is go to your Zheng, the triple heater point. This one is extra point. So these 2 points, you can do this way. You can also place on your table and using these 2 fingers, pretending this is your table, you can press on the table, just press down like that, but make sure you drop your shoulders. So there's few ways you can do. You can also doing 1 point at a time, one thumb in the front and this finger in the back. Now, when you press now, if you feel really sore, that means there's some stagnation, some qi stagnation. And I like this one because you're on triple heater meridian. This is on heart meridian, the lesser palace. And you can do 1 point at a time. And of course, when you do this practice by yourself, you're going to spend much, much longer time. But we don't have that type of time. You also want to do both sides. So you can do on the table like that. And I personally prefer, if I'm really aware of my breath when I do this, and I feel I'm sending the qi into my point, if I feel really depleted, but if I feel so restless, there are a lot of qi or stagnation, I may want to release the qi. So I exhale when I press, so I can release the stagnation. If I have a pain, inflammation, you want to exhale to visualize that dark cloud or smoke coming out as a pain. Or you can also visualize as an inflammation, too dark reddish color out, and bring that healthy color, whatever healthy healing color is, this golden sun light, bring it in. Okay, so these 2 points are really powerful. So we did labor, 100 labor behind your neck. We did the shoulders well. And then we did this 2 hands. There's one in the foot, is very powerful as well, but we're gonna go down there. Let's go stand up a little bit. So we're gonna do some standing, and I always would suggest you walk a little bit before you do Qigong so you really get to use your feet. And as you're standing here, remember the exercise we did earlier. And we want to feel like you carry something on top of the head. You can again place something on top of the head. Now, healthy neck is the upright with movement. Okay, it's kind of like those toys that you find a little doll and they go like this. So there's always movement here. That's a healthy spine. It's not stiff. It's not like, so we're going to see, I'm going to experiment. I have never tried this before myself. So I have something on my head and see if I can just gently shake my pelvis right and left. And just letting that gentle movement can find a stillness through the movement. So it forces you to be gentle. You have to be gentle with, and when we move this cranial sacral, so this pelvis area is directly affect our brain, our head, our neck. Good, just gentle, and make sure your knees are soft, arms, everything is relaxed. Good. Very nice. Now slowly back to center. Just hold for a second. Check your alignment. Make sure you're not arching your lower back nor tucked tailbone under. We want to be as natural, neutral as possible. And your weight feels like it's slightly more on your heels. Now we're going to do gently turning right and left. Imagine your hands is inside of the water and your fingers just brushing through the water. You almost can feel with the tea sensation, you can feel the substance of the tea that you're brushing through right and left. Now, see if you can feel softness to the spine. Not if you find yourself really stiff with the neck, take that thing out. Take it down, and because I don't want you to feel this very a lot of tension by carrying that stuff. This just gives you a sense of alignment, right and left. And arm just flow through. Here, I want you to connect with your feet. As you're turning to the right, and see, you can feel your right hip is folded and your left hip open, and your feet is right, your left foot is pressing down more than the right. Now you're going to, as you're turning to the left, you're going to press to your right foot. Press and turn. And again, press left and turn. Press right and turn. Letting your spine one vertebrae at a time. Turning, turning, turning. Good. Now when you turn to the left again, wrap your hands around your waist and keep your eyes on the screen, but continue turning your body to the left. And turn your eyes all the way to the corner. And breathe in. And as you breathe out, return to center. Go to the other side. Wrap yourself first and turn ahead to your left shoulder. And turn your eyes all the way to the corner. Breathe in. Feel your body fill the chi and breathe out. Good. And turning to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, turn ahead. Inhale again. Can you feel the chi and hold? Hold your breath. When you inhale, hold. Feel neck long. And exhale, everything comes back to center. Try the other side. Wrap around to the right side. Turn ahead to your left shoulder. Turn your eyes all the way to the right corner. Breathe in. Feel the chi. Hold. And feel that qi is filled the entire spine, all the way to Bai Hui, all the way down to your feet. And exhale. This holding moment is important for this particular exercise. It just allows the qi go to the part of the body is blocked. Okay, because qi, your body wants to release. Qi has intelligence. They always go to those places is blocked. Now, gentle sway, right and left. Next exercise is yummy. Yummy exercise. I found this image. I hope it helps you. So I have a ladle here. You see the ladle? Imagine this is your pelvis, okay? So you're going to scoop the ladle like you scoop the soup. Here's your lower region. So I want you to think about you really scoop the soup. So imagine your scoop like that, and then let it go, let the soup go, and then scoop. The movement doesn't have to be super big, but this image, I wish I could find a soft, this is your spine. So your spine have to be like a wave, not like this ladle. Let's have your hands, one in front, one in the back. And you're in this soft position with your knees bent. I want you just move your hips forward and back a little bit before we do that movement. Remember, if you have any pain when you do this movement, please take care of yourself. No forcing. Okay. Now we're going to focus on the back, the tailbone. Okay. So the ladle, lift up and scoop down. Bring the soup up to center to your dantian. You can think about scoop the earth qi up into your belly. And then we're going to release the waist qi out. And then down, scoop. You feel the wave of the body and up, rising and sinking. Up. Almost feel like your tailbone is doing this circle. Remember the circle we did, the exercise we did in the sitting position, engaging pelvic floor. So there's a moment of engaging pelvic floor and bring that qi up towards dantian. But you can also think about bringing the qi into your belly, collect earth qi. There's a collect moment, and there's also release moment. And this is, believe it or not, this is very good for your neck. And letting your neck just be soft. Good. And now back to center. Just relax for a moment. You can relax your arms. And breathe in deeply. And breathe out. Completely, letting out completely. Now change your hands. Now we're going to bring this ladle facing this way. So here's your front. We're going to ladle this way. Okay, so think about the front side of the spine. Okay, so you're going to bring your pubic bone up and drop and back. Down. It's not as easy as the one we did earlier. You basically reverse this direction. Down. So think about that ladle. Scoop the qi up and release down. So this moment is release rather than gather. Okay. We do the opposite direction. You want to make sure your spine, your pelvis can move all directions. Good. And letting your hands to help you a little bit if you need to. And then you can also try without hands. See how that feels. Good. Give a little shake. Back to center. Once again, I'm giving you all this exercise you can, when you practice, you want to do much, much longer. Now bring your left hand behind and bring your right hand. Let's have here. So one in the back. I would like to have you like more cup the hands, like lift a little bit like that. So this is on your dantian. Okay. Now you're going to sit in this imaginary qi chair and really feel this elbow reaching out. So your back and all stretch all directions. And your body, your neck just relax onto that hand. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, gently rotate to your right side. So feel your back is long and wide and turn ahead as much as you can without forcing. And slowly return back to center. We do that 3 times. Same direction. Inhale, lengthening. Drop the tailbone. Exhale. As you're spiraling to the right, think about spiraling both directions, down and up. And back to center. Again, one more time. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, rotate. And with that support of your left hand, and back to center, your head, just relax on that hand. And take a moment. Oh, there's a lot of work for your shoulders and hands. Shake it out. Now our head is anywhere from 5 to 11 pounds. So it's a lot of work for your hands. Shake it out. Now let's try the other side. If you have shoulder issues, this movement can do without arms. This is more, I want you to be really feel your body, feel the connection. So your belly connect to your dantian, the mingmen connect to the chest, chest connect to the back of the neck. They're like a zigzag, but lengthening them long. Okay, take a deep breath and exhale, rotate. Slowly return to center. Exhale, rotate. Long, wide. And back to center. I want to make sure this is very common. People arch their back. So this is why I want your hands onto the front. You can feel the spine nice and long. And rotate. Can you still feel your back when you rotate, not tilting? And return to center. This is another thing, very common. People tilt. You see that? I want this upright position, no tilting, just straight. Good. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, return to center. And exhale. Beautiful. And relax. I'm going to swing the arms a little bit. Okay, so last exercise, I would like to involve some vocal cord, which is not my strength, because the vocal cord recite here is so important, and the vocal cord has some deep relationship with your pelvic floor. So are we able to speak our truth or to express ourselves has a lot to do with how we think of ourselves, which is connect to our lower region, this Jing, where the Jing stores. Our identity and how much we respect ourselves has a lot to do with these two places. Okay, so the sound is just humming sound. Ah, right? So you want to feel this. Just do any tone, any key. It doesn't matter. We're not. This is not a singing class. I want you to just take a deep breath in. Ah. And just notice that vibration, where that goes, where you feel the most. Again, inhale. Feel the vibration. Now we're going to add a little bit of arms. So you inhale with the arms up towards the sky. Try to go as low as you can or as high as you can, whatever. Now again, inhale up. Now let's try reverse from low to high. Take a deep breath. Another deep breath. Take a moment to feel your vibration. And the last one, the last 1 minute, I want you to improvise with your own sound and the movement. It can be low, can be high. And be aware of how you do it with your neck. And let your neck to be free. So you can do it if it's not too convenient to make a sound. You can just make a sound with your body, with the movement. So take a moment to go inhale. One more, inhale. Let's bring our feet together. We're going to finish our Qigong today by connect earth and sky. Feel your alignment through the neck. Feel the space between your ears and shoulders. Feel the weight of the shoulders and space around you. Take a deep breath in, sinking. Rotating the fingers downward. Scoop the earth upward as you open that chi field. So connect your energy field with the earth energy center. Take a moment here and then go up to the shoulders. Connect your chi field to the horizon. Way out there. Continue as you go up, feel your feet go even deeper down to the earth and reaching up towards the sky. Connect your energy to the sun, the moon, and the stars. And all the way up to the top of the head. And it's like a gather this chi flashlight, shining, reflect on top of the head and shining through the neck. 7 vertebrae, one at a time, lighting up. Along the spine, thoracic spine, 12 of them, one at a time, lighting up. Go down to the lumbar spine, 5 lumbar, all the way to the tailbone. Now take a deep breath in, creating more space inside of your brain and spine and body. Slowly sending the chi downward, receiving all the healing energy. Flow. Let it flow freely, deeply, and fully. And hands land on your belly. Take a moment to say thank you to your body, to the source of your being. Beautiful job, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any question, please feel free to contact me through email. And like I mentioned before, I will go back to the spine on week 7. We're on week 5, I believe. And for many of you, some of you are just joined today. I think there are at least 3 or 2 people. If you're interested in other videos, the whole series, Brenda, thank you for signing up for the whole course. So you're welcome to do that. And I will be sharing the video instead of live classes for the past weeks. I hope you feel your neck is nourished. At least you give a little bit more attention to your neck today. Thank you, everyone.
谢谢老师。
Okay, I have to see the chat box. I'm not really normally pay attention to chat box. Oh, thank you, Sam. Nice to have you here. Okay, good. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
谢谢老师。
Faces. Have a great day. Have an upright day, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.